Hi, it's Anthony from CarPlayLife.com, and today we're just having a look at a couple of new things I've discovered today. That there are a few apps that are already showing in the navigation panel on the home screen dashboard of Apple CarPlay. So Apple have made a thing of it where, since they've released the update to CarPlay, in that you can show navigation on the dashboard panel, they've kind of limited it to themselves. So all you can see is always Apple Maps, and that's quite frustrating if you use anything other than Apple Maps, basically. So if you run anything like TomTom or Waze, Google Maps, and so on, you're forced to use their own full screen view, and you can't really use the dashboard navigation panel. So as part of one of the most latest updates to iOS 13, Apple have now allowed third-party navigation app makers to basically allow their navigation maps to display on the navigation panel on the home screen dashboard. So unfortunately, not many app companies have really rolled that update out currently. So it's really trickling along, and it's not really an iOS 14 feature, it's a 13 feature, and it's something that we really should be seeing from now on. But just recently I saw on Reddit that CarPlay, the TomTom app on CarPlay, is now working on the navigation dashboard. So I rushed to have a look, and lo and behold, it is. So I thought I'd just show you what it looks like, what things you can and cannot do on it. I've also just been told on Facebook that Magic Earth navigation app also supports that, so I'll show you that too, and we can see how it works. So let's dive in and show you what it looks like. Right, so we're on CarPlay iOS 13.6 and the home screen. So you'll be aware of all this and how this looks generally. If I go to the home screen, this is something you'll be very familiar with. It's basically Apple Maps showing in what I like to call the navigation panel on the dashboard home screen. So this is what you're currently used to using, and basically if you launched any other navigation app, let's just go to Google Maps and I'll show you. You'll navigate through this, and it will only allow you to see Google Maps on here and not the dashboard screen. You can see here we've got Google Maps running. If I do a navigation in there, let's just go to a petrol station. Let's go. So we're navigating in Google Maps, and basically if I go home to the home screen, Google Maps isn't showing, it's still showing Apple, and that's just a common problem that I just described. So basically we need to launch an app that actually supports this navigation panel. So first we'll go to TomTom Go. That is basically a beta that I'm currently in on, that allows us to see the latest, and basically this is an update that will be coming soon to CarPlay. Basically if we go to a location and navigate to it, so it's our primary navigation app, and then we switch to the home screen, you will now see TomTom going on the navigation panel as we all wanted all along. Bit of a bug here, it's got a white arrow not really showing up black. That's not very clear, but again, tapping that will take you back to the app, as will that. Nothing else you can do from here as far as I can tell. So that will just basically navigate, and you'll see it on the home screen. So that's basically TomTom, and this panel will basically show whatever is actively navigating. We might be setting routes on a few apps here, but it's basically whatever's showing in focus on this view is what it's going to show you on the home screen view. So we just updated Magic Earth Maps, so we're going to go back in, and we'll just do a quick look at a destination. And then with that all locked in, we can go. No, we don't.
Follow the course of the road.
So basically that now shows up on that screen too. So again, you've got your navigation and you've got your main sort of navigation view and ETA again at the bottom. That's pretty much all that they can show at the moment. There's not much, if any, other interactivity. Tapping will go back to the actual app itself, and that's pretty much it. So now switching between another sort of navigation. So let's go back to TomTom and kind of like overwrite the navigation. Sort of kicked in straight away there. So if I go back to the home screen, it will now flip back to TomTom. So pretty straightforward, nice and simple. It looks like TomTom still needs to do a few more fixes to its app, but hopefully we'll see Google Waze doing the same, and won't be too long until we see our favourite navigation app showing on the main screen. So I hope you enjoyed this quick overview of the navigation apps running on the home screen dashboard. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers, bye.